Hi, good morning, students. Dear students, today I'm here to explain grade 5th standard social studies, the continued part of India's independence. Right? In the previous class, we discussed about the Indian Army, right? And also we were discussed about the rise of Mahatma Gandhi ji, right? And also we were discussed about the most important topic, that is non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation movement, civil disobedient movement. Under the civil disobedient movement, Dandi March was notable. Actually, to conduct these movements, the Jallianwala Bagh incident was provoked them. Jallianwala Bagh incident provoked them, right? So especially non-cooperation movement, right, spread each and every corner of this country with the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi ji. You also learned about the aims of non-cooperation movement. Under the aims of non-cooperation movement, the common people, educated people, they boycott their government educational institutions, boycott their goods, foreign goods, and started adopting Swadeshi goods and refused the honorary offices. Am I right? And Mahatma Gandhi ji was given topmost priority for charaka playing and yarn spinning. These were become very successful and famous under the non-cooperation movement, which was the aim of the non-cooperation movement. If you want to talk about the progress of this non-cooperation movement, yes, all the notable people of India, notable freedom fighters, surrendered all their prestigious awards back to the Britishers. And when the position was going calmly, by the end of this non-cooperation movement, the position people got raised and attacked 20 police and killed them at the place of Chauri Chaura. This was really heart-rending situation for Mahatma Gandhi ji. Mahatma Gandhi ji felt very bad about this incidents because Mahatma Gandhi ji didn't expect this kind of attitudes, this kind of actions by the people who are gathered there. The outcome of this non-cooperation movement, you learned yesterday, dear students. Yes, the non-cooperation movement, which was completely converted into freedom struggle. Am I right? Especially Mahatma Gandhi's principle, non-violence, which was used as a weapon. Am I right? This is all about non-cooperation movement. And also you studied about the civil disobedience movement, actually with the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi ji. Yes, sir. The freedom movement wanted to declare there of 1929 and 1930, but unfortunately it couldn't be able to declare. Instead of that, Mahatma Gandhi ji took a Dandi march, right? Okay, up to Dandi, right from Sabarmati Ashrama to Dandi. Mahatma Gandhi ji and followers, they walked, especially on their foot, because that was the march to fight against the tax on the salt. Am I right, children? And also you learned about Gandhi Irwin Pact, which was signed between them. And also you learned yesterday, yes, the Indian National Army. The Indian National Army, yes, which was established by a revolutionary freedom struggle, freedom fighter, none other than, yes, Subhash Chandra Bose. Dear students, Subhash Chandra Bose was working in the, yes, Indian National Congress. Due to some disopinion between Mahatma Gandhi ji and Subhash Chandra Bose, Subhash Chandra Bose came out from the Indian National Congress and he built his own organization, right? That organization is called as All India Forward Bloc. All India Forward Bloc, which was organized by Subhash Chandra Bose. And also, dear students, Subhash Chandra Bose, he was organized an army that is called as INA, Indian National Army. Indian National Army. Why did he build Indian National Army? There was a reason, okay, to fight against the British. He sought the help of, yes, Germany, Japan, right? At the time of World Wars, even Germany, Hitler and Japan, both of them helped Subhash Chandra Bose, right, in getting freedom. But unfortunately, the moment Japan surrendered itself in front of America, USA, in the year of 1945, yes, the INA functions were completely stopped. And we believed that Subhash Chandra Bose was died because of plane crash, but his death note is completely secret now. How he was died, right? It is completely secret. Now we shall move on to the next one. Yes, the Quit India movement. Before entering into the Quit India movement, listen to a Indian National Army.
The Indian National Army, though Subhash Chandra Bose had been president of the Indian National Congress in 1937 and 1939, he and many other leaders of the Congress party had differences with the other majority group in the Congress on certain matters. Subhash Chandra Bose left the Congress and formed a new party named All India Forward Bloc. He secured support of Germany and Japan to fight the British in India. For this purpose, he organized the Indian National Army. The INA fought the troops of the British government in northeastern India and recorded many victories. However, with the surrender of Japan in 1945, INA's operations stopped. Bose is believed to have died in a plane crash, but the circumstances of his death are not clear.
Yes, dear students, up to now you watched a video about, yes, the Indian National Army. Now we should move on to today we should study about, yes, the Quit India movement. Dear students, Quit India movement, almost the freedom fighters of India, they reached to the, yes, utmost, yes, feeling of freedom. Yes, hence we see the Quit India movement. My question is here, who wanted to quit India? Yes, as you all know that the British wanted to quit India. Hence, in March 1942, the talk between Cripps Mission and the Congress failed. The Cripps Mission, which was organized by the British, and the Congress, the members of the Indian freedom fighters, the discussion was gone between both the organization, both the groups, but unfortunately it was got failed. But because they did not address the key demand of a timetable of self-government in India, why the discussion was completely failed? Because the Indian National Congress members, they opposed this discussion because there was nothing, okay, yes, to talk about, yes, self-governance in India. Actually, India wanted to get a freedom. India wanted to have a self-government, but it was completely different. In August 1942, that is why Mahatma Gandhi ji launched the Quit India movement. Okay, who was launched the Quit India movement? Mahatma Gandhi ji launched a Quit India movement, demanding an immediate end of the British rule in India. What was the major is aim of this Quit India movement. The British wanted to quit India instantly. Okay, that was the mantra of this Quit India movement. And also, he promoted a mantra in everybody's mind, that is do or die. He gave a call to all the people of India, do or die. Yes, get the freedom. Okay, this was a very fireable word which was given by Mahatma Gandhi ji to the people of this country in order to get a freedom, right? Do or die. Inspired the masses in a big way to join the movement. This line was completely inspired entire mass of India to join this Quit India movement, right? There of 1942. Okay, even most of the people got aware of their freedom. They set their mind, yes, to remove the British from this country. They wanted to have their own freedom in this country. Every man, not only woman, every man and woman and child began dreaming of a free India. How the fire was in India at the time of Quit India movement, dear students. There was a very big fire among the common people of this country. A man, a woman, and child. Okay, all the children, all the students. Okay, they got set their mind to removal of the oppressive Britishers from this country. Okay, yes, when we start reading this Quit India movement and all freedom fight, struggle, definitely there is a goosebump, right? Why? Just we have been experiencing the freedom that has given by the freedom fighters of this country. Okay, we don't know the importance of freedom. Okay, still the freedom has been misusing. Okay, yes, we have been watching TV every day. How the women have been, yes, spoiling their life, especially drug mafia. Okay, most of the women have been engaged in that, yes, mafia, and they have been spoiling their life, right? Why I'm telling this current issue, where is the meaning of freedom to the present generation I'm talking about? The moment the freedom fighters gave us a freedom, okay, yes, they were knowing very well about that, but we don't even know about the importance of freedom today, especially women. They have been crossed their limit. They have been coming out their houses, and they have been, yes, mingled in these cases. Okay, see, as you all know that a large scale of protest and demonstration were carried out among the citizens of India, which was spread each and every corner of this country. Am I right, children? Yes. See, as you all know that workers went on strike. Most of the workers gone on strike. They didn't sit quietly. They fought against the British. Am I right? Yes. At some places, government buildings were set on fire. How the rage of the common people of this country, rage, violent anger. Okay, most of the government buildings were set on fire. The electricity was cut. The power supply was cut. Telephone lines were cut. Yes, why these were carried out? Because in order to, yes, the removal of the British from this country. Am I right? The government's response was swift and oppressive. Oh my God. Listen to that word, swift and oppressive. Very harsh to hear. Okay, in our daily life, if somebody shows their oppressive attitudes on us, we are going to provoke ourselves. As you are small kids, you don't tolerate the oppressive attitude of any person, oppressive attitude of your parents, oppressive attitude of your brothers and siblings. You don't tolerate. What is meant by oppressive attitude? ತುಳಿದು ಬಾಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರನ್ನ ತುಳಿಯೋದು. No, this is never accept by anyone. Especially it is quite common in the working places, dear students. In our daily life, of course, Now also, we should agree with that. In every government office, in every private sector, ತುಳಿದು ಬಾಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿದೆ. This is the method which was carried out at very first time by the British on Indians, right? And the Congress party was banned. Its leaders, including Gandhiji, were sent to jail. Okay, Mahatma Gandhiji and they were all opposed to going for a jail. The people were beaten and flogged. The British beaten them. The British beaten Indians like black and blue. My God, black and blue. By December 1942, about 1 lakh people were jailed. My God. In the Quit India movement, how many people were jailed? About 1 lakh people were jailed. Yes. But the movement had entitled the whole country, causing fear among the British rulers. This Freedom 1942 Quit India Act, which was created, which was scared the Britishers. The Britishers were completely scared by this incident, right? The British released Mahatma Gandhiji in the year of 1944 from the jail, who demanded the complete release of the Congress leadership, right? Yes, Mahatma Gandhiji was released in the year of 1944 from the jail. Am I right, children? Yes. The World War II had weakened, the economic and the military strength of this British Empire. Okay, the complete Second World War. It's a huge syllabus, the Second World War. I want to tell you the reasons and why it was happened and what was the course of this war and what was the outcome of this war. I wanted to tell you, by the end of this Second World War, the British military was completely weakened. The leaders in United Kingdom realized that it was no longer possible to carry out the rule in India. Yes, the British, as they were very weaker in the Second World War, the British thought that it would be very, very tough to carry out the power in India. That's why they give us freedom in the year of 1947, right? Here is a beautiful animation about that.
Quit India Movement 1942. In March 1942, the talks between the Crips Mission and the Congress failed because they did not address the key demand of the timetable of self-government in India. In August 1942, Gandhiji launched the Quit India Movement demanding an immediate end of the British rule in India. His mantra, "Do or die," inspired the masses in a big way to join the movement. Every man, woman, and child began dreaming of a free India. Large-scale protests and demonstrations were held all over the country. Workers went on strike. At some places, government buildings were set on fire, electricity was cut, and communication lines were severed. The government's response was swift and oppressive. The Congress party was banned. Its leaders, including Gandhiji, were sent to jail. People were beaten and flogged. By December 1942, about 1 lakh people were jailed. But the movement had united the whole country, causing fear among the British rulers. The British released Gandhiji in 1944, who demanded the complete release of the Congress leadership. The World War II had weakened the economic and military strength of the British Empire. The leaders in the United Kingdom realized that it was no longer possible to carry on their rule in India. By early 1947, they set free all political prisoners. Finally, India won its freedom on 15th August 1947.
Yes, dear students, you have watched the animation, you know. Now the last part of this chapter, India's independence in the year of 1947 to 1950. Dear students, as you all know that India achieved its independence in the year of 1947. Yes, the British thought that no longer they would be continued their power in this country. Yes, the Lord Mountbatten was the first Governor General of independent India. Announced the partition of India into two countries, right? Yes, the Union of India and Islamic Pakistan. The whole country was divided, as two parts between 1947 to 1950. In this partition, many people were killed and separated from their families. My God, when the partition was happened, most of the native people were killed, and most of the the relatives, they left. On 26th January 1950, India adopted its constitution. Okay, entire India, such a big country, which was adopted, the first constitution in the year of 1950. Yes, that's why we have been celebrating Republic Day on 26th January every year, right? Yes, so this is an issue which was carried out between 1947 to 1950.
India's independence in 1947 to 1950. On 3rd June 1947, the Viceroy Lord Mountbatten announced partition of India into two countries, Union of India and Islamic Pakistan. In this partition, many people were killed and separated from their families. On 26th January 1950, India adopted its constitution and became a republic. Since then, we have been celebrating the Republic Day on 26th January every year.
Yes, you have watched one fantastic animation in your children. Yes, keep it up. This is all about the chapter. This chapter has taken 3 periods. This has been completed, right? Yes, here are some beautiful questions, right? Tick the correct option, right? Yes, the concept of Swaraj was given by, Rabindranath Tagore, Dadabhai Navroji, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, S. Lokamanya Balagangadhar, Tilak. Okay, yes, here we go. Yes, concept of Swaraj was given by. Who's that? What is an answer here? Yes, the partition of Bengal was proposed by Lord Curzon. Yes, thereof 1905. Yes, the Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place in 1919 on 6th April, 10th April, 12th April, and 13th April. Right, children? Correct answer. Well done. Right? Yes. After several policemen were killed in the Chauri Chaura, Gandhiji suspended the movement named, Quit India, Civil Disobedience Movement, Non-Cooperation Movement, none of these, right? In 1905, Bengal was divided into dash provinces. Okay, entire Bengal was divided into dash provinces. My dear students, correct answer: non-cooperation movement and 2 provinces. Am I right? Yes. Now, fill in the blanks with the suitable words. Right? Yes.
Fill in the blanks with the given word.
Yes, your Indian National Congress was founded in the year dash by dash. Okay, it's only 1 year. Very simple common sense to be applied here. Right, by whom? Dr. Satyapal, Dr. Kichlu, non-violence, non-cooperation movement, Dandi March, Do or Die, or AOU. Okay. Yes, what is the correct answer? AOU. Am I right, children? Yes. Okay. On April 10th, 1919, 2 leaders, dash and dash, were deported from Amritsar. Who are the 2? Yes, Dr. Satyapal, Doctor. Yes, Dr. Satyapal and Doctor. Yes, Kichulu. Am I right? The weapons of dash and dash were used by Gandhiji during the non-cooperation movement. It is none other than non-violence and non-cooperation movement. Am I right? The civil disobedience movement began in 1930 with what, children? Dandi March. Okay, already you have learned. During the Quit India movement, Gandhiji gave the mantra. Which mantra Mahatma Gandhiji was given? That is, do or die. Am I right, children? Yes, well done. Yes, now, your
Right, true or false?
true or false? Rabindranath Tagore, yes, raised voice against the partition of Bengal. Is it correct? Is it true or false? Yes, let us see. Right. Yes. General Dyer ordered his troop to open the fire at the civilians in the Jallianwala Bagh. True. Civil disobedience movement was launched in the year of 1920. Is it correct, children? Yes. The Indian National Army was organized by, yes, Subhash Chandra Bose. Pakistan came into existence 14th August 1947. Am I right? Yes. Am I right, children? This is all about, yes, the true or false. Am I right? Now, which is very, very important. Yes, match the following. Match the column.
Match the column.
Haligarh movement, Indian National Army, Indian National Congress, partition of Bengal, Dandi March, right? Hey for you, Lord Curzon, Gandhiji, Subhash Chandra Bose, Sir Syed Ahmad, right? Aligarh University, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Indian National Congress, Indian National Army, Subhash Chandra Bose. Indian National Congress, Aligarh University, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Indian National Army, Subhash Chandra Bose. Yes, Indian National Congress, Hevo you. Partition of Bengal, Lord Curzon. Dandi March, Mahatma Gandhiji. Right answer. Okay. This is all about the chapter. Dear students, in the next class, I will come up with a new chapter with the new videos. Thank you so much for being with me. Have a nice day. See you in the next class. Take care. Bye-bye.